What's going on YouTube, man? So for today's video, I got you guys with the best meta loadouts to use as of right now in Warzone 2. I'm already aware that literally next week's the update for Warzone 2, which pretty much means that they're gonna be nerfing / buffing a lot of guns. But listen, man, if you guys been playing Warzone for a while now, you guys should know that when they say that they nerf something, it's actually not gonna get nerfed. But hey, though, man, let's hop straight into it, bro, just so you guys can drop some high kill gameplays. All right, man, so hopping straight into it real quick. Now, starting out with the Tag 56, but before I just go ahead and continue with this video, I just want you guys to know that there's no type of order from best to worst or worst to best. This is just guns that I use every single day to drop high kill games and even get wins on my account. All right, so let's go get started with it. All right, now starting out with the first gun, which is the Tag 56. Now, one thing that I do not like about the Tag 56 at all whatsoever is probably just its damage. Overall though, the gun literally has no type of recoil at all whatsoever. If you're a person who likes the RPK, you would definitely like the Tag 56. Just don't get pretty much don't say nothing about the damage. The damage is kind of weak compared to the RPK, just because it's an LMG, and all of the LMGs in this game is just broken for whatever reason. All right, so here you go, man. Here's the Tag 56 build. Now for my optic, guys, I rock an optic. I know some people do not rock an optic on their Tag 56, but me personally, I do not like the iron sights on the Tag 56 at all whatsoever. I kind of find it hard for me to use this gun in a long range gunfight. That's why I don't rock it. Okay, instead, man, I rock the optic aim OPV4, which is another optic that everybody uses for the RPK, and this is probably the best optic overall, man, for visibility when you're trying to shoot this gun in medium range or even this long range. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking that. Okay, moving on to the barrel, guys, man, I am rocking is the 17.5 inch Tundra Pro barrel. This is the only barrel that you guys should be rocking for the Tag 56, bro. It tells how much your damage at range and bullet velocity, just to make sure that you're not getting no type of damage drop off when shooting this gun in a long range gunfight. All right, so you guys are rocking that. Okay, moving on to the muzzle, man, we are rocking this the Hardbanger D20. This helps out with the recoil smoothness, damage range, and bullet velocity. So pretty much what this does is that it gets rid of all that just visual recoil out the Tag 56. Okay, this is your go-to attachment. All right, now moving on to the underbarrel, man, we are rocking is the F-Tag Ripper 56. This helps out with your aim out of stability and recoil stabilization. All right, so pretty much increase your accuracy and just helps you control the Tag 56 a lot better. All right, you guys are also rocking that. Okay, and for your magazine, now this is very optional. Now I know some people rock 40 round mag. It just depends on what game you're playing. Now me personally, if you are a person who just plays solos, then I highly recommend you guys to go ahead and rock the 40 round mag. But if you play dual, trios, or quads, then go ahead and rock the 60. But just know that your aim down sight speed will get killed a little bit, but not too much. All right, to the point where it's not usable. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking that. Okay, along with that, man, here are the tunings that I did for these attachments that I just showed you guys. Now starting out with the optic, I pretty much got the tuning like this for the optic. I pretty much put the eye position at a plus 0.58, and for my flex resistance, guys, I put it at a plus 0.77. Okay, not too much of a tune. I just slightly, not too much. All right, moving on to the tuning for the barrel, guys. I maxed out the recoil steadiness, and I also maxed out the damage at range. Okay, just so I am getting the best of the both worlds, just because like I told you guys, this gun does struggle a lot when it comes out to damage. All right, overall it's still a good gun. All right, moving on to the next tuning, which is for the muzzle, guys. I maxed out that recoil smoothness just to make sure that I am getting rid of all that recoil for the Tag 56. Along with that, man, I added more bullet velocity towards my attachment. Okay, it's gonna help out with the range. All right, bitches are rocking that. Okay, and moving on to the underbarrel, man, I have it like this. I pretty much just maxed out the recoil stabilization just so I get pretty much just more accuracy out of my Tag 56, and after that, just go ahead, just leave it how it is. Okay, I didn't mess with the length or anything like that. All right, listen, man, that right there is the Tag 56 class setup, man, using Warzone 2, bro. Get this thing a shot. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried out this Tag 56 with the optic, I highly recommend it, bro. You're not gonna regret it all whatsoever. It's way better than iron sights. All right, let's move on to the next gun. 42nd load up, man, I got you guys to use in Warzone 2. We are talking about is the Fennec. Now I'm not gonna lie, bro, the Fennec is gonna always be that dominant weapon to use up close, man, just because of its fire rate. Overall, man, you can use this gun in a mid-range gunfight if you want to use my class up. Okay, so make sure you guys are copying this down also. All right, moving on to the attachment, man, we are rocking this right here, which is for the stock, man. We are rocking is the Assault 7 stock. It helps out with your mobility towards the Fennec, just so you are pretty much just moving around the map really fast, along with that in close range gunfights. Okay, so this helps out with the sprint speed, aim walk speed, cross move speed, and aim down sight speed. All right, I really love rocking this attachment and not the other ones, just because this helps out with the ADS speed a lot when I get to those last minute gunfights, and it saves me every time. All right, so make sure you start rocking that. Okay, moving on to the laser, man. This is your go-to laser, man. If you are rocking any type of SMG, make sure that you guys are rocking is the VLK LZR7W laser, because this helps out with the aim down sight speed, aim stability, and sprint to fire speed. Okay, so this is like another attachment that you can use just to pretty much get your gun up really fast in a gunfight. Okay, this is your go-to attachment. I highly recommend you guys to use it. All right, you guys are rocking. All right, moving on to the next attachment, guys, the third one, which is for the muzzle. We are rocking is the F-Tag Castle Comp. Now this is what I was telling you guys about, like with my setup, you can pretty much use this thing in a medium range gunfight, because for one thing that the Fennec does struggle with a lot is his recoil. The recoil is way too much because of his fire rate. Okay, so if you rock this muzzle, you're going to pretty much just fix that horizontal recoil control. Along with that, man, you're fixing the vertical recoil control of this gun. Okay, yes, you are against some cons with the aim down sight speed and aim stability, but we fixed all that through the laser attachment and the stock attachment. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking that. Okay, moving on to the next attachment, guys, which is for the magazine. The only mag that you guys want to rock is the Fennec Mag 45. Do not rock the Fade double tap mod or anything like that, okay, unless you're bored. All right, moving on to the last attachment, guys, which is for the rear grip. We are rocking is the Fennec rubber grip, just because this helps out with the aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. Okay, so pretty much how we did this class setup, guys, or did this gun in general, and pretty much how we built it, I pretty much just made this thing to have a little bit of more just recoil control, just so we can use this thing in a mid-range gunfight only if we have to. Also, just so I am increasing my ADS speed a lot, just so it is almost impossible for me to like lose close range gunfights. Okay, those last minute gunfights. All right, and also, man, I did tune my attachments before, only 2 and 3 attachments. Starting with the stock, I pretty much put the aim down sight speed at a negative 2.32. I didn't max out that much at all. Just make sure you guys are copying this right here. And for your aim walk speed, guys, man, make sure you guys are putting it at a negative 1.32, which is going to help out the mobility a lot. All right, moving on to the next tuning, which is for the muzzle. I pretty much put the recoil stabilization at 0.28, and for that gun kick control, guys, I put it at a plus 0.25. You don't need to max it out whatsoever. Just have it right here at a plus 0.25, and you're going to be good. It's going to be a little bit more easier for you guys to control that recoil with the Fennec when you are using a medium range gunfight. All right, and for that last tuning, man, which is for the rear grip, boys, here you guys go. I just pretty much just put the aim down sight speed at a negative 0.68, and the sprint to fire speed at a negative 0.17. It's gonna help out with the handling for the Fennec a lot. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking that. Okay, that right there is the Fennec class setup, man. I guarantee you guys this, that once they do like the nerfs and all that good stuff towards the Fennec, this gun is gonna still be just that weapon to use in close range gunfights, just because of its fire rate. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking that. Okay, let's move on to the next gun. All right, man, so for the third loadout I got you guys with is the RPK, and I know a lot of you guys are tired of seeing this gun, man, just because it's just super broken in Warzone 2. But listen, man, sadly enough, bro, I can guarantee you guys that this gun is literally still going to be the meta even on Sheikah Island. All right, so hear me out, bro. Try out this class setup, bro. No recoil, very good damage. Along with that, this setup right here for it to be an LMG, it actually has some nice mobility towards it. Okay, so moving on towards the first attachment, which is 40 stock, we are rocking right here is the heavy support stock, just because this helps out with the aim stability and recoil control. Okay, and you can pretty much use this gun in a long, like I'm talking about like a crazy long range gunfight, and you will not lose any type of recoil at all whatsoever. This setup right here, or this class setup, it is very easy for you guys to control. Okay, so make sure you guys are rocking that. All right, moving on to the optic, man. Now, like I told you guys with the Tag 56, man, I rock the aim OPV for it, and like just like the other pros do, bro. And the reason why they rock it, bro, is just because it's literally the best, man, for visibility when you are shooting this gun in a long range gunfight. All right, make sure you guys are rocking that. Okay, moving on to the next attachment, which is for the laser, guys. We are rocking is the FSSOV laser, which helps out with the mobility, and pretty much it helps out with the ADS speed towards the RPK, since this thing is a LMG. Okay, so make sure you guys are rocking this right here. This helps out with the aim down sight speed, aim stability, and sprint to fire speed. All right, and also helps out with the handling accuracy. Okay, moving on to the next attachment, guys, which is for the muzzle. We are rocking is the Polar Fire S. And now what this does, man, a lot of people do not talk about it. This pretty much just like makes it look like the RPK or anything like that. It makes it look like that it does not have any type of recoil. It gets rid of that recoil for you, like the visual recoil for you. Okay, So it helps out with the recoil smoothness, damage at range, and bullet velocity, okay? So you guys shouldn't be having any type of vertical or horizontal recoil at all whatsoever while using this gun, okay? So make sure you guys are rocking that, all right? Moving on to the next attachment, guys, which for the ammunition we are rocking is the 7.62 armor piercing, man. This is the best one to rock. Actually, I'm tripping. That's what I used to rock. For your ammunition, guys, man, you want to make sure that you guys are rocking is the 7.62 high velocity, because it sets up the bullet velocity towards this gun, okay? Don't get me wrong, if you want to, guys, you can also rock the 7.62, which will also help out with the damage. But me personally, guys, I always rock these two, the armor piercing and high velocity. But go ahead and rock the high velocity just because this helps out with your accuracy using the RPK, all right? Listen, man, that right there is the setup for the RPK. I did tune like 4 attachments before, so because I also copy this right here. Now what you want to do, guys, is pretty much just max out the aim walking steadiness and max out the aim walking speed towards the stock, man, just so you are getting a little bit of mobility while using the RPK. Since, like I said, it's an LMG, so you're gonna make sure that you guys got the most mobility as possible while using this thing, okay? Because it is heavy, all right? Moving on to the tuning that I did for the optic, guys, I just maxed out the aim down sight speed, and for my eye position, guys, I put it at a close, okay? This is the best one to rock in my personal opinion, all right? Moving on to the muzzle tuning, guys, this is how I have it. I maxed out the recoil smoothness, and I also maxed out the bullet velocity just to make sure I am getting the most range as possible while using the gun without having any type of damage drop off, which is kind of hard to get just because this thing is an LMG, all right? So make sure you guys are rocking it, okay? Last tuning, man, which is for the ammunition, guys, this is how I have it. I maxed out the damage at range, and with that, man, I maxed out that bullet velocity, okay? This is gonna also help out the accuracy a lot towards the RPK, bruh. Listen, man, go ahead and get this gun a try, bruh. I'm telling you, man, listen, bruh, like I said in the beginning of this video, guys, a lot of these guns are gonna get nerfed. I can guarantee you that it's not gonna be a severe nerf to the point where you just can't use it. This is gonna still be your go-to setup to rock, okay, to drop crazy kill gameplays. All right, let's move on to the next gun. 44th loadout, man, I got you guys with is the P890s, bruh. Now this setup right here, don't get me wrong, bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, don't get me wrong, but this setup is not better than a Fennec in my personal opinion. It's because, man, you can also lose certain gunfights that you're not supposed to lose with the P890s. It's a little bit inconsistent, but overall, man, if you do play solos, I highly recommend you guys to use this just because you can get like ghost, get your ghost package while using this gun right here with the RPK, all right? So make sure you guys are copying out this setup right here, man. Start out with the laser, man. We are rocking is the 1MW pistol laser just because this helps out with the recoil control and sprint the fire speed, bro. This setup is very, very fast. That's why I like it, okay? Especially since it's like a pistol, okay? Moving on to the muzzle, man, we are rocking is the FT still fire. So pretty much, man, what this does is it gets rid of the recoil towards this pistol. Along with that, man, it gives you that damage at range and bullet velocity, something we do look for with this gun, okay? Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you cannot, it's almost impossible for you to use this gun in a medium-range gunfight unless your enemy is very, very just like weak, all that good stuff. But you will majority of the time when your close range gunfights, a lot of the times, as long as you guys are hitting your shots, all right? So make sure you guys are rocking that LT still fire for the P890s, all right? Moving on to the trigger action, man, we are rocking is the Bruin Express. Now this is very, very important because, man, this helps out with the fire rate of this gun. I'm not gonna lie to you, man, you kind of gotta have like a little nice trigger finger while using this gun right here, just because it's almost like a death situation if you guys don't have one, all right? Because you are able to lose certain gunfights if you are not careful, okay? So make sure you guys are rocking this right here, all right? This is very, very important, all right? And for your magazine, man, we are rocking it's the 12-round mag. Some people rock the 10-round mags, but I just rock the 12-round mag because why not? Especially if you're gonna use this thing in quads or any just in game mode. It really does not matter. It's no like severe like mobility speed loss that you guys are losing if you rock the 10 compared to the 12. So just go ahead and rock the 12, all right? And last attachment, which is for the Rico boys, man, we are rocking is the Akimbo P890s, which is pretty much how everybody just uses this setup, okay? So make sure you guys are rocking this, all right? Listen, man, that right there is the P890 setup. And also I did tune 2 attachments for it, so make sure you guys are copying this right here. I just maxed out the recoil smoothness, and I also maxed out the bullet velocity just so I am able to reach just a little bit more, just in case I do want to get into into the medium range gunfight with this pistols only if I have to. This is why I tuned it the way I did. Moving on to the trigger action tuning, guys, I maxed out the recoil splits again, and I also maxed out the sprinter fire speed, which also helps out with the fire rate towards the P890s. All right, make sure I copy down this class up for the P890s, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like I said, the P890 is a little bit inconsistent, but overall, man, it's still a very good gun once you guys do get to work. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking this, okay? All right, man, so for our last loadout, guys, I got you with is the STB 556. Now, just like the Tag 56, bro, this gun literally has no type of recoil at all whatsoever. It is very easy for you guys to control this, okay? But in my personal opinion, bro, I definitely do feel like that the STB 556 is probably like maybe like slightly better than the Tag 56, just because of his fire rate being like a little bit more quicker than the Tag 56, okay? Along with that, man, it probably has maybe like a higher damage than the Tag, okay? So make sure you guys are rocking this up right here. Starting off with the stock, we are rocking is the Bruin MX9 stock. This helps out with the mobility towards the STB by a lot, just to make sure, man, that you're not feeling like a lot sluggish or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, guys, we care about recoil control, but also, man, you want to make sure that you are feeling like a little bit more fluid once you guys are running through the map or just running everywhere on the map. All right, so make sure you guys are rocking this, okay? Moving on to the next attachment, guys, which is for the optic. Like I said again, for probably like the 20th time already or 100th time in this video, make sure you guys are rocking this optic right here, the AIM OPV4. This is the best one for visibility, just so you guys can pretty much beam people from deep with this gun and have like no loss of where the enemy could be at, okay? This is the perfect one. All right, moving on to the third attachment, guys, which is for the barrel, man. We are rocking is the first one, which is the Bruin 686mm barrel, man. This helps out with the recoil control, damage at range, and bullet velocity. So pretty much this helps out to pretty much where you're shooting your enemy at a long range gunfight without having any type of like damage drop off or bullet drop off while using this gun, okay? So make sure you guys are rocking that. All right, along with that, man, for the underbarrel, guys, man, we are rocking it's the F-Tag Ripper 56. This helps out with the aim out of stability, hellfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. All right, and moving on to the magazine, guys, man, we are rocking is the 42 round mag. That is the big one that you guys must rock. All right, now a lot of you guys are probably wondering how come you didn't tune this. Now, me personally, guys, I tried this setup without like any tunes, and this setup is literally just perfect in my personal opinion. However, if you're a person who likes rocking tunes, then go ahead and try this out. Maybe if I were you guys, I'll probably increase the aim walk steadiness to like maybe like right here or so, to like a 1.48, and probably put the aim out of stability towards the accuracy, just so I am not losing any type of pretty much just drop off at all whatsoever when I'm using this gun in a long range gunfight. Along with that, man, we already have mobility with this attachment. You guys can try that. And for my optic, guys, the way I would tune this pretty much is I'll put the close eye position all the way to the left, and probably put my my flex resistance maybe to like right here or so, just so I am able to aim in a little bit more quicker with the STB, okay? And the tunings that I would do for the barrel, guys, I pretty much would just max out the recoil standing, because of why not. And for the damage range, I will put it all the way to the right, just so I am getting the best both worlds between accuracy and just range. Along with that, still pretty much just keeping my recoil control. Along with that, that slight little bit of damage with this tuner, okay? And here's the tune that I will also do for the underbarrel, guys. I will max out the recoil stabilization, just so I'm getting a little bit more accuracy. And for my aim out stability, guys, I will put it all the way to the max. All right, listen, man, that right there is the setup that I did for the STB 556, bro. Try out this gun. It is definitely working, man. I highly recommend it to you guys. But listen though, hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Do not forget to like and subscribe if this video was helpful for you guys. And listen, man, I'm out, boys. Peace.